Hey guys, welcome back. It is time for me to do another wear test for you. And it's going to be my first impressions as well on this new line. It is called Collab. From my understanding, the line itself was created by influencers. They can be found here on YouTube as well as other social media outlets. And they went ahead and launched Inside Sally Beauty. I don't know if they're in stores quite yet. I went ahead and ordered these about 3 weeks ago online. Here are the goodies. And I have them on now. So if you are interested in seeing how I achieve this look and my thoughts on the line, please continue watching. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the primer. The primer is called The Filter. It is in the shade Better Off Bold. Let me show this to you. It comes on a pump. Okay, so this is what the primer looks like when it is first pumped out. And then this is what it looks like when it is swatched. It gives a champagne undertone. It has a light glow, but it is very natural. It's super sheer. Also has not a silicone texture, but it feels like a balm on the skin. Taking a look at the primer on its own, I would definitely say it looks more like a natural glow. It isn't anything over the top, and it was really easy to apply with my fingers. It feels more like a balm. It's not sticky, nor does it have a silicone texture to it. Alright, now that I have my base on with the highlighting fluid, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the foundation. I went ahead and got both formulations. I have the Meet Your Matte, and then I also have the Bright Spark. Bright Spark has low to medium coverage, and it is buildable. And Meet Your Matte has a medium to full coverage. It is a soft focus matte. I'm going to apply this foundation with the Morphe E31 brush. I'm going to use the Bright Spark, which is the light to medium coverage with a dewier finish. I'm going to go ahead and take this one pump and apply it to the side of my face. I learned quickly that applying one pump of foundation didn't distribute enough product for me to go ahead and apply to one side of my face, so I did 2 pumps per side of my face. As far as the finish goes, I don't know if it's just because I added the highlighting fluid as a primer underneath, but it is pretty dewy. Other than that, I'm really liking, like, look at this. This shine is perfect. It looks more like a skin dewy rather than a, oh, I just applied highlighter dewy. You know what I mean? It's not too much. The concealer is called the No Flaws Liquid Concealer, and it is in the shade Beige Tan. It is a twist off, and it has it's a doe foot applicator, but really elongated. And I like that because then it would be able to fit more space under my eye and I don't have to drag it super far. The concealer's texture is super lightweight. It's buildable, but I would say at most it would be a medium coverage concealer. It reminds me somewhat of the NARS concealer, but with a little less coverage. It was really easy to blend. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and take this palette. It is called the Contour and Glow. It's a cream sculpting palette. Okay, I'm going to say this right now. I'm not a big fan of cream contour because I feel like it just adds extra steps into my routine that I don't necessarily need. I like to time condense, and cream contouring, typically I see people cream contour and then they'll still add powder contour on top, and I'm just like, if I could just do the powder part, I don't need the cream part. I want to do it and I want to deal with it. I was curious. I just like to try new products, so I did add this knowing that, hey, I'm not big on cream, so added it. But this cream contour was cool. The second part of this compact, running my finger through it, right? You see how much I'm running my finger through this? It just looks like gloss. Oh, there's no highlight. Has the same texture, that same balmy texture, and it looks greasy as well when you're warming it up to apply it. But that's essentially what it is. It's just like a glossy balm. Yeah, no. That's not going on my cheekbones as a highlighter. Not a big fan of that. Don't understand what it was for, but not digging it. So I went in and I got 2 powders. I had the Kill the Shine Pressed powder. This one is Honey Almond. And then this is the Set the Stage Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder in the shade Ivory Sand. I like that it's heavy. It feels expensive in my hand. This guy was intended to be used on the outer portions of my face I am not going to use this right now to set my face because I want to keep this dewy look, but I will keep it with me to touch up with just in case I get too shiny tonight. I will go ahead and set my under eye though because I don't want creasing. It does come with a powder puff and it says collab on it. You can stick your finger in it and use it to set the under eye. I will not, however, be doing that. I'm just going to go ahead and take some of the powder with a brush. This is the Kat Von D number 25 brush. I'm going to tap off the excess because I do not want a lot of this product. The concealer is creasing already because I haven't set it yet. I don't know if you can see, but under this eye it is definitely settled into the line underneath my eyes. But when I went and set the powder underneath my eyes, it actually helped resettle the concealer so there's not as much creasing. I definitely don't have as much shine and it helps it look a little bit more polished on this side. It is on my forehead as well and on the side of my chin. I did get a blush. This is called the Soft Spot Sheer Blush in the shade Chatty. It's more of like a terracotta color. So I'm going to use it to help blend up the contour a little bit. Brush I'm going to use is the Morphe E4 brush. Just going to grab a little bit of it. Tap off the excess. This is a lot more blush than I wanted. So this is very pigmented. Very, very, very pigmented. I'm gonna have to blend this out. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Hot freaking diggity dog, that was too much. Okay, well, so I will say this is a super pigmented blush. Be careful with it. I don't think it is a soft spot sheer blush at all. Super deceiving when it comes to the name. Okay, just lightly tap it. Just give it baby taps. Just caress it like really softly and gently because... Next up is the Shape and Shade brow pencil. It's an ultra fine brow pencil. Get brows on point. It adds color, detailed definition to unshaped, uneven brows, giving a natural full effect. Uses woolly ends to neatly sweep brow hairs into place for polished perfection. Sounds like my type of pencil. I'm a Brow Wiz fan. I prefer a non-waxy eyebrow pencil and I do like that the style is a thinner, finer tip so that way you can go in and create those little hairs if they're not there. Like for me, what I struggle with is that my hair is super fine, so there are baby hairs in here. You just can't see them because they're so fine and thin. So what I like to do is I help to like just draw over those hairs just so that I can help bring more definition to that area. The color is a good color for my hair as well, so that was a plus. It is not waxy, it's easy to draw with, and it distributes the product evenly. Use the concealer to help clean up underneath my eyebrows. I have my lids primed now and we are going to go ahead and use the eyeshadow palette. The palette that I chose is called Best of the Day. It is a very fall toned palette. Has a lot of like warmer orangey shadows and then there's a few reds in there too. So the shade that I'm going to pick up is this corner right here. It's number 4. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this into my crease. Next shade I'm going to pick up is shade number 7. Picking it up with a Morphe E36 brush. It's a small bullet brush. I'm going to put this into my outer corner. Take the E22 brush that I had earlier and I'm going to just go ahead and blend that shade out. I went ahead and added concealer to this eye. I'm going to go ahead and do the same on the other. I'm using the Morphe E35 brush. It's a really finely pointed brush. Go ahead and take the shade number 6 and I'm going to take that on a flat shader brush and apply it right on the outer portion of my eye. Okay, now that we have that on, I'm going to take the lightest shade here, this nude, and then I'm going to pack that onto my lid. I'm just going to go ahead and follow this color scheme underneath my eye, just add a little bit of depth. Let's finish this up with lips. This is the lip contouring pencil in the shade Burnt Up. And I'm gonna go ahead and pair that with this lipstick. This is a full body lipstick. It's a satin finish. It is in the shade Type A, which is a nude shade. Let's go ahead and swatch this so you can see the shade. Let's go ahead and swatch this so you can see the shade. Hoping that'll kind of wake it up. I don't know if this is meant to be the sheer. There's like no color. I don't know what's going on here. That is a disappointment. So I have two more lip products. Hopefully they'll work out for me. The first one is the Glow with the Flow Lip Shine in the shade Glow Wonder. And then I also have the Matte Addiction Liquid Lip Color in the shade Out of Breath. Try the lip gloss on first just because that's going to be easier to take off if I don't like it. Alright, so it has a flat doe foot applicator. And then this is the lip gloss. That has more pigment than the lipstick. Pulling it out, I could tell that it was going to be sticky because it just has a lot of pullback. And then applying it, it's grabbing onto what little dry spots I have on my lip. Not going to work out for me. So it's too sticky for my liking. Color wise, I mean, it is very sheer. I don't think that this helps, you know, tint my lips to this color. I think it's more for the shine. This doesn't work. I don't know what to say. Lots of pigment. I like that. Okay, so this is one layer of the Lippie. I'm going to put on a second layer on camera. I don't think it's translating as well, but it is fairly thin. I'm not surprised that it is still showing some of my natural lip through it. So I'm going to apply another layer once this dries, and I'll be right back. While I was waiting for the second layer of the liquid lipstick to dry down, I went ahead and took my hair down as well. I am happier with this lip product as far as the application goes. It was really easy to apply. The product is very thin, so be careful because it will bleed. Scrape off any excess and then apply it as thinly as possible. Wait for it to dry, then apply the second layer so you don't get a lot of bleeding into your foundation. Other than that, the pigment payoff is a lot better than the first two lip products I tried. I'm gonna head out now. It is 9:07 p.m. It's been a long night. It's been a really long night. I am currently having an allergic reaction. I think you can see it on camera to something, and it is bothering the mess out of me. Like, I keep wanting to scratch it and touch it, but I know I shouldn't, so bear with me if you see me going for my neck. Let's disregard the rash that's starting up on my neck. I'm gonna try to disregard it. You're gonna disregard it. We're just gonna disregard it together. And what you can instantly see, and I already knew it was gonna happen. I didn't touch up, but I am very shiny. Let's just touch up with the powder. This is the Kill the Shine Pressed Powder in Honey Almond, shade 6/7. Oh, I also forgot to mention the blush and bronzer are barely there, but that's also because the foundation is also barely there, especially in this region right here. The foundation is almost gone, but it is still very prevalent, like in this area here and around my nose, which is interesting, but it is gone in this area. Let me grab a little bit, and I'm gonna use the Kat Von D number 20 brush, my favorite powder brushes, and I'm gonna touch up the side of my face. I'm gonna take that in, touch up. Maybe it'll add more coverage back. I did a fairly good job of taking care of the excess oil that I had. I will say it doesn't add that much coverage with using a fluffier brush, so if you do want more coverage, I would use something more dense like this E44 brush from Morphe. This will definitely give you more coverage if you're looking for more coverage. So For the sake of adding more coverage, I'm going to go ahead and do that on the other side for you so you can see how much coverage it adds. Grabbing a little bit, and already this has picked up way too much product, so I'm going to kind of tap it off. And then apply it right underneath my bronzer just so you can kind of get an idea of how much product is missing in this area and then how much coverage this gives. Here is more coverage, less coverage. It does a really good job of absorbing the oil on the fuller side. I can still see a little bit of shine on this side. This side, it looks pretty good. It looks like I've gotten more coverage on that area, and it looks like the oil is almost completely gone. Overall, the collection I think is a good affordable alternative, since Sally's will continually have like discounts and things online so that you can apply that coupon code or in store, and especially if you have a Sally's beauty card, you'll get a discounted price as well. From my personal experience, these two things were not something that I would recommend. If you try any of the other shades and they have more pigment to them, or if you try this particular lipstick and it actually has color payoff, let me know. Maybe I need to buy a new one. Let me know how your experience with these go if you do go out and try them. Not something I would personally recommend. Everything else though in the brand is something you can definitely venture out and try out, especially the eyeshadow. The best product in this collection, in my opinion, would probably have to be the highlighting fluid. I am a fan of this. I think it looks gorgeous, gives you a nice glow. So that wraps up my take on the Collab Beauty line. If you try it out, let me know, and let me know what your personal favorite products are. Also, if you like this video, comment below and like and subscribe so I can go ahead and follow up with more videos for you. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. If you aren't subscribed and you're watching this, then shame on you. I want you to go ahead and scroll down a little bit, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and I will see you in my next video.